true. I'm just a believer in God.
The best thought to use, or the one that transcends anything else, is not the scientific thought. Because from the argument is like, no one can see my brain. My brain cannot be smelt, touched, etc. So from the scientific point of view, people could say I don't have no brain at the moment. So it's quite humorous. But the situation is, the scientific method is finite in itself. So therefore it cannot be applied to something that's intangible. Only rational thought can do that.
That changed when my friends directed me to Islam and said, actually, Islam does provide you with the proof. And I was a bit baffled. I was like, no, there's no such thing, yeah? Because if there was a proof, then everybody would be that religion. Islam has a proof, because every human being needs a proof to believe in something. You can't just say something's true without proving it. You know, you can't say, oh, Christianity's true, Hinduism's true, Judaism's true, without showing people why.
So fine, now we have a creator. We understand this. There's a knocking on the door. Bang, bang.
Because I even went to the lengths of phoning a temple and saying, why is Hinduism true? You know, because I was so confused. And they didn't give me any solid answers. None of the other faiths could show me, apart from Islam.
I cannot assume what is behind the door. Speculation cannot work. Itself, the thing behind the door, must tell us who or what it is. So here we go to find out the expression of the Creator. Where is it? What is it?
It's not that, I thought praying every day, 5 times a day to your God is amazing, is the best thing. That's what attracts me.
So I go to the things that were the current status quo, if you like, on what the expression is. The Bible, the Buddhist scripts, etc. So I did quite a bit of an analysis on them. And I said to myself, fine, oh, Buddhism is amazing, it's so nice, etc. But then I came to another thought. Is it the fruits? What does the fruits mean? So I was lucky enough to read some books on social constructionism.
Obviously, once I entered the folds of Islam, I saw the beauty of Islam. I saw the justice of Islam. Like the past, when I had friends, I didn't know the meaning of the word friends, and nor did they.
Now, what does social constructionism mean? It means basically that all our behaviors and our thoughts and our psychological disposition is dictated by the power structure and the influentials in society. So MTV wouldn't show what they're showing now 20 years ago, for example, or 10 years ago.
Islam tells you the most simple thing. What is friendship? Yeah? How you do things for people. Yeah? Sincerely, not for your own benefit. Yeah? Not even because you want to make them happy and then they in return they're going to do something for you.
So I said to myself, fine, I cannot judge things by the fruits. Because my psychological disposition can change, but truth doesn't change. So I said, forget the fruits. Let's see the basis. Is this from the Creator in itself? I came to the Quran.
When I saw Islam, I saw the truth.
It was the only expression that lacked contradiction, that had no disparity, that had solutions for mankind, that had this miraculous nature, which a lot of Muslims call the linguistic miracle, in terms of there's 16 styles of Arabic literature in terms of poetry and prose, and the Quran cannot fit into those 16 styles. It's a unique style in itself, and no other poetry or prose, pre-Islam or post-Islam, fits into that structure.
When I saw the truth, I could reject the truth or accept it.
And that's so amazing. I mean, we have the grammar, the letters and the structure of Arabic, but we can't put it together in order to create even 3 lines of the Quran, which to me it's blew my mind away, and I was so amazed.
Whether there were parts of Islam that attracted me or I didn't like, for example, waking up every single day of my life till when I die before sunrise, that does not attract me to Islam, yeah? And if someone said that to me, I'd be thinking, nah, man. Do you know what I mean? Before I became a Muslim.
And not more. What I saw with the Quran is that it agreed with reality, with the correct sensation of reality. For example, when we come to science, there's a lot of scientific ayahs, verses in the Quran that agree with current reality, whereas we just found this 50 years ago, but the Quran was expressed 1500 years ago.
I accepted it because it's the truth, but once you accept it and you see the true Islam, you think this is amazing because it's from God. I have not given up cannabis, I haven't given up alcohol, I haven't, stopped fighting and stopped socializing with women and wake up I don't do all of these things because I'm believing in something which might not be true. Yeah? I do all of these things and I will do them till I die because I know 100% without doubt it is not a theory, it is a fact that Islam is the truth and it can be proven.
So from that, I said I have to be a Muslim now. There's no choice. It's definite. Whether my psychology agrees with it or not, my mind says you have to be a Muslim. Your psychology could follow.
Don't think about the news, don't think about propaganda, don't think about politics, don't think about consequences, of accepting Islam. Think about what is truth and what is falsehood.
Many converts feel that it is this secular lifestyle that creates misery in Western societies, and more often than not, this lifestyle drives people to perpetrate inhumane crimes that have plagued the West. The ills of this society are numerous in nature and can range from rape, murder, paedophilia and suicide to pornography, gambling, robbery and theft. For example, recent UK Home Office statistics suggest that 80,000 women are involved in prostitution. Between 1989 and 1995, some 4,000 children were cautioned for offences related to prostitution. Organisations that help the survivors of childhood sexual abuse estimate that this is very common in the United Kingdom. If we widen the scope to the treatment of women and children by society, we see that problems are in fact widespread and not sporadic and isolated. In any given day in the United Kingdom, 7,000 women and children seek refuge in sheltering houses to avoid domestic violence. Last year, there were 104,050 domestic violent incidents in London alone. 1 in 20 women has been raped in the United Kingdom. According to the Home Office, over the last 6 years, there has been an increase of 82% in the rate of rape. The pornographic industry in the US is worth an incredible $8 billion per year. In the United Kingdom, an estimated figure of £5 million is generated from the sale of pornographic magazines alone.
I was quite a feminist, I'd say. I went to a girls' school and there's very big feminist emotions that were going around there.
Everybody got invitations to go to a birthday party. All the Asian girls, they never could go, and I just thought, oh, that's because they follow something different from us, and I suppose that continued, for the media, like seeing the way that like women are treated. They have to cover, they have to walk behind their husbands and things like that.
Their fathers are making them do this, and then the headscarf was scary, but the niqab was, I just could not understand why you'd want to cover your face like that and, these two eyes. And it just looked so frightening to somebody who was bothered about their looks and, their hair and their clothes, and then seeing some, black ghost walking by. You sort of think, why would they want to do that? It's so hot, in the summertime.
Looking into Islam, the first thing I did was I looked for about Muslim women in Islam, because I thought, oh, that's a weak point. There must be something wrong with this religion.
I used to read about them being beaten up and whatever, and also when I used to see them in the street, all dressed up and covered, which is quite ironic because that's what I'm doing now. But I used to see them all dressed up in black, and think, oh my God, their husbands must have oppressed them.
I find it's very sad to hear that the majority of the propaganda is directed against the Muslim woman, in particular the Muslim woman's dress.